One day in May, a young solicitor named Jonathan Harker arrived in Romania on a business trip to finalize a real estate deal for a nobleman named Count Dracula. His journey was long, tiring, and filled with strange warnings from villagers along the way. They spoke of vampires and begged him not to go to Dracula's castle. Jonathan dismissed their fears as mere superstition. He reached the castle at midnight. The door was opened by a tall man with a pale face, glowing eyes, and a sharp mustache. "Welcome to my home. I am Count Dracula," he said softly, yet his voice sent a chill down Jonathan's spine. Soon, Jonathan began noticing strange things. He never saw any servants, though meals appeared prepared. The Count never ate with him, never showed up during the daytime, and seemed to have unnatural strength. One night, Jonathan awoke to see the Count crawling down the castle walls like a spider. Panic set in. He realized he was a prisoner. One evening, as he wandered the halls, Jonathan encountered 3 beautiful women. They whispered strange things to him and tried to bite his neck. Just as he was about to faint, Dracula appeared and shouted, "He is mine!" He drove the women away. Jonathan now understood the grave danger he was in. He began planning his escape. After days of struggle, he finally fled and was found by monks who took him in and cared for him. Meanwhile, Dracula had secretly left the castle in a coffin filled with soil from his homeland, his only source of life, and boarded a ship bound for England. In London, Dracula bought an old house near that of Lucy Westenra, the friend of Jonathan's fiancée, Mina Murray. Lucy, a beautiful young woman, began to feel weak and tired, with mysterious marks on her neck that wouldn't heal. Her friends grew worried and called Dr. Van Helsing, a wise and eccentric man who believed in the supernatural. After examining Lucy, Van Helsing said, "This is not an illness. Something is draining her blood." At first, no one believed him, but he insisted on guarding her. One night, Van Helsing watched over Lucy and saw a large bat circling her window. When he entered the room, Lucy was unconscious, and her wound had reopened. "She's under attack," he declared, "by a vampire." Despite their efforts, Lucy died and was buried. But that wasn't the end. Days later, rumors spread of a lady in white walking at night and abducting children. Van Helsing and her friends visited Lucy's grave and saw her roaming among the tombstones, her eyes glowing red and fangs exposed. Her mother cried, but Van Helsing warned, "This is not the Lucy you loved. She is a creature of darkness." They drove a stake through her heart and freed her soul. Now, Van Helsing, Jonathan, Mina, Arthur, Lucy's fiancé, and their friend Dr. Seward formed a team to hunt Dracula. They learned he had scattered several coffins filled with his native soil across London to hide in during the day.